Hello students, I'm here with another video from the chapter of class 10th NCERT book, that is How Do Organisms Reproduce. Before starting today's video, I would like to tell you all that till now what all things we have discussed in this chapter. We have discussed about the definition of the word reproduction, which means that it is a way by which it is a process by which organisms are going to increase their number. And as we know that in previous chapter of biology, we have already studied that there are various life processes which are going on in an organism's body, or the organism is going to follow all these life processes. Okay, now these life processes are so vital that they are going to die if they are not going to perform that particular process. Okay, such as digestion, the animals or the plants or the organisms combinedly, they cannot live without food. Each and every organism, they require food for living. Okay, so that is why it is said to be as important life process. Fine, similarly, if the plants or the organisms are not taking in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide, or if they're not exchanging the gases in on the whole, we could say, then they are not going to survive. Okay, similarly, if they're not going to show circulation, if the circulation of these or energy which is being made in the process of the nutrition is not going to be circulated, the animals would die. Okay, next thing, if they are not going to get rid of the waste products which are being present in their body, again they would be dying. Fine, so they are so vital, they are so important for each and every organisms, that if in the absence of these life processes, the animal or the plant or the organism is not going to survive. But this reproduction process is not included over there, as it is not so important, because if an animal is not going to increase its population, it's not able to, it's not going to die. Fine, so that is not so important. But still, why we are studying this then if it is not important? There in this process, energy is again wasted. Here they also require various, there are various other complications. Fine, so each and every organism on this earth, whether it is plant, animal, insect, bird, they have to increase in number. And why it is so important that we are studying, this is not so important regarding their lives, but it is important for an ecosystem. Why it is important? See, because each and every ecosystem consists of various plants and animals which has the fixed number. You could see a fixed number of animals and plants if reproduction was not going on. Fine, if they're not able to increase in number, we could see so many plants are there, we could see so many animals are there, we could see so many birds, insects, reptiles, the amphibians are there, and diversity is very big. Okay, so if we see this diversity, how it has taken place. So if the number is not going to increase, then there would be a certain time that each and every organism would have extinct. Even human beings would also have died. All the human beings must be finished. Okay, they would not be present, they would not have been survived. So this reproduction process is only meant to increase in number of the individuals. Fine, now we have also discussed that there is a blueprint in each and every organism's body. If we talk about this blueprint means it is the basis of, or that is a plan, it is a basic plan, or it is a plan for the basic design of each and every organism. Fine, as all the human beings are same, each and every organism, each and every human being, or they are having equal number of eyes, ears, isn't it, nose, hands, fingers. Okay, so we all are same. So it is a basic design of our DNA. So this DNA is the blueprint of each and every organism. Is this clear? Okay, so this blueprint is going to tell us that this organism is belonging to this category. Okay, so the DNA is having certain information. DNA is having the only information regarding the basic plan. Okay, this has a basic plan. For what? For each and every organism. Fine. So each and every organism will has its own DNA and also its basic plan. Then why this DNA is so unique? This is so unique because it has genes which is going to synthesize certain proteins, and these proteins are going to express they are going to show their effect, express means. Okay, so then they are going to show their effects, and the all the basic design of each and every organism remains same. Each neem tree looks same. Each neem tree, this all the animals, I mean all the cats look same. Okay, all the human beings look same. So why this, why these are looking same, this, we all are looking same, similar, because of this DNA that contains the basic design. Fine. Now the next thing which we need, which we have studied, was that if this DNA is there, and and how is this that we are not, I mean we are similar but you are not exactly the same copy. Okay, we are not the same copy. So it is said that all the organisms of one kind, they are similar, but they are not exactly the same copy. Now, how is this variation coming? How is this changes, differences are coming? So these differences are arising just because of the fact that this I mean, this is arising just because of the fact that this DNA, or the deoxyribonucleic acid molecule in the chromosome in the nucleus, is responsible for the transfer of characters from the parents to their offsprings. Okay, parents to their offsprings means the if some information is present in this DNA, then this is going to be transferred in their next generation. Okay, now, if while transferring, this is not going to transfer as a complete DNA. Okay, on the whole, it is not going to transfer. I mean, the complete set of DNA is not getting transferred in the next generation. There is certain difference in it. Now, how is this difference coming? This difference is coming because of a process called cell division. Okay, this is coming because of cell division. Fine, children. Now, the cell division, I said, this is again a part of your higher studies. So, cell division only means it is a basic plan. You could say, you could study that. This means that cell is going to divide. It is going to increase in number. And while increasing, this DNA is getting duplicated. This DNA is making its copy. And this copy is getting transferred. Now, while making the copy, there the difference lies in while copying the information in the next generation, there is certain difference, and because of this slight difference, some part of DNA is not getting, I mean this is not inherited in the same manner. Okay, so what happens, there is the certain differences lies here. Now this happens just because of this cell division. Okay, there are two types of cell division, mitosis and meiosis. There are two types of cell divisions where if one division is taking place in the complete parts of each and every organism. Okay, and then other difference takes place in few other parts of the organism. Okay, so we are going to discuss this afterwards. Finally, next thing what is being discussed over here is, during reproduction, the reproductive cells produces two copies of DNA which separates in two cells. The DNA copies would be similar but not identical to each other. This is what I'm explaining, that this DNA copy is not, they could be similar, they could be same, but they are not exactly the same. So while copying, there some difference is going to come, and this difference is going to come in a very not in a very speedy way, you could say, in the different types of reproduction. Okay, so I'll just tell you about it. The DNA copies would be similar but not identical, children. So new individuals would have slight variations from their parents. Okay, we are similar, our siblings, or we sometimes it is said to be, it is like this person is the exact copy of his father or her mother. Okay, so why this is happening, this is happening because most of the DNA has been copied from our parents, but still we are different from each other. You could easily recognize this, that this is your friend, this is your brother, this is your sister, this is your mother. Okay, so in the same manner, we could also, even these animals could also recognize, but we are not able to recognize that this particular cat or the other animal is belonging to this family, where complete DNA is transferring taking place, or the complete DNA transference is taking place, but still there is a slight difference. Okay, so that slight difference is said to be as a variation in the terms of biology. Okay, so what is this variation? Variation means differences. What is the meaning of the word variation? Variation means difference. Okay, Now, what is this difference? Difference is in the terms of the non-expression or the expression of the proteins. Certain proteins are not going to express, certain genes are not going to express, it is going to give rise to certain variation. Okay. Now, this variation is very important. Why this is important? This is important for the survival. This is important for the survival of each and every organism. Fine. Why this is important, I'll just tell you. So this variation is going to help the animals and the plants to survive in the particular habitat, in the particular environment. If these changes are not going to take place, they are not going to survive. Now those changes which are those differences, those variations which are important for organisms, they will only inherit. Okay. Those variations which are important for the survival, they will only be inherited. Okay, not all variations are going to inherit. Okay, there are many differences in the DNA, children, but still all the DNA is being copied, but all the differences are not being copied. Only those variations would be copied which are important for the survival of each and every organism. Okay, so that is why this leads to, this concept of copying of variation leads to evolution. Okay, this leads to evolution. This leads to slow change. This evolution means it leads to slow change. We'll talk about this evolution in the next chapter. Fine. Now here, please understand that in the cells of different individuals, the DNAs are present, and DNA is present in the nucleus and inside the cells. Each and every cell contains nucleus, each and every nucleus contains DNA, and each DNA is said to be as the blueprint of the basic design of any individual. Fine. Now this is being copied, and while copying there is certain differences lying. Now these differences are said to be as variations, and all the important variations are going to be copied, they are going to be inherited, and this leads to evolution, children. Okay. Now here, so new individuals have slight variations from their parents. This is the basis of variation and the evolution of the new. This is the basis for evolution of the new species. Okay. Now we will discuss more about the variation today in this class. Okay. So already I have given you more concept regarding regarding these DNA and the blueprint in the last class. So today's class would be will be based upon on the importance of variation and also on the types of reproduction. Okay, so I'll just move over to the next topic, as we are already discussing about this variation. So what is its importance? We'll study about the variation and its importance. Okay, what is its importance? Now please let us understand that how is this variation going to be very important. Now DNA copying during reproduction is an important, maintaining the body design of different organisms to survive in the existing environment. But environment is constantly changing due to the changes in the temperature, climate, due to the water level, etc. Okay, so these variations are due to because of the changes in the environment, but this environment is only changing. So if variations are coming, this variation is coming due to certain environmental conditions. It comes due to the reasons for variation. Now the reason could be the environmental changes, environmental changes. Okay, next it could be the environmental changes are there. Now next it could be about the variations of the species. So if organism cannot adjust in the changing environment, then this leads, and that species is going to become extinct. Okay. Now if the variations of some individuals in the species may be able to survive in the environment, then what happens? So the variation of the species is necessary for the survival of the different species and also helpful in the evolution of various other organisms. Various organisms, not only human beings, it is also responsible for it is responsible for what? It is responsible for the evolution of different plants as well as animals. Okay. Now, if we talk about human beings here in regarding this variation, we are saying that the variation is going to be inherited. Inherited means it is going in the next generation. Why this is going in the next generation? Because these are good for the human being. Okay, now if a particular variation is good for the human being, it is going to be inherited, children. Okay, now this inherited gene, this inherited variation is not in the terms of structural condition, because if this would have happened, it means that all the organisms would be born with different abnormalities. Okay, if this happens, then certain problem arises, that could be inheritable diseases would occur, or any other syndrome could occur. Okay, so there are many ways by which, if these variations are in a larger amount, or certain gene is going to be altered permanently, then this is good. This gives rise to a very serious issues, very serious problems are going to arise. Even life and death process could be, it could alter life and death, children. Okay, if one gene, one single code is going to be affected by this variation, in a long term it is going to affect the this is going to cause the death of the particular organism. So this is so important. The variations are important, but slight variations, and if they are good for the human being, if they're good for the animals, if they're good for the plants, then only it will be transmitted to the next generation. Otherwise it would not be transmitted. Fine. Accidentally, if it is transmitted, then the survival of the particular individual is going to be harmed. This is not going to be, this is not going to be present. The animal is not going to be living, it could be dead. Okay, next thing what is given here in your book is population of organism fill well defined places or their niche in the terms of using their in the ecosystem. Okay, now using their ability to reproduce, the consistency of DNA copying during reproduction is important. So why this word is written over here? Consistency of DNA copying is important, means there should be a particular pattern of DNA copying. There should be no problems must arise while copying. Some portions are being left out. It's not like that. Some portions are left out of DNA, or some portions are only copying. No, the complete set of DNA has to copy. Okay, that also has a very big process that is said to be as DNA replication. Then that DNA is getting transmitted to the next generation by the process of cell division. Okay, and while copying, that should be very much, that the consistency. Now, why this word has been used, children? This consistency must be very much, this is a point to, this has to be taken care of. If this accuracy is not taking place, if this accuracy of DNA copying is not taking place, children, then the person or the organism is not, that particular cell is not going to be living, that would be dead. Okay, now this variation is very much, this variation has to be maintained in each and every organism. Fine. Now next thing what is given over here is that to maintain the basic designs and the features that allow the organisms to use a particular niche. Okay, now here we are talking about a word called niche. Now what is this? What is the meaning of the word niche? Niche means the particular environment. Okay, now, which type of environment we are talking about? Where the animal lives. Okay, niche means it is a particular environmental conditions where a particular animal lives. Okay, it is very much similar to the habitat, but it is just more terms in a terms of habitat. Habitat is a smaller word. This niche is a larger word. Fine, niche is a particular dwelling place of an organism. Fine. Now we take up all the living. We take up the abatic as well as batic factor in the ecosystem. Habitat is a very smaller point. Okay, the place of living, the animal is going to live there, it is going to rest. Okay, all the activities whichever is performed by the animal in the environment, that is said to be its habitat. And in a larger level, if we are going to see in the ecosystem, it is said to be as niche. Now it is said that if the variations would be there, this variation is helpful, this is important according to the environmental changes, to handle these environmental changes. And why they have to handle the environmental changes? They have to handle the environmental changes to live in their niche. Okay, so they are going to live a particular niche, and they would be surviving there if they have the good amount of variation. The good variations are inherited in that particular cell, and therefore it causes the stability. It causes the stability of population. Okay, this is very simple. If variations, DNA copying is taking place, if it is copied with the consistency, it is going to give rise to the this is going to be present in the next generation. And why this is going to be present in the next generation? To handle the environmental changes. Why to handle the environmental changes? To live in their niche, to survive in their niche, and at long term it is going to stabilize the population of that particular animal. Okay, that particular plant, the particular breed of insects, okay, or any other animal. If we talk about even in the human beings also, suppose that this is see, it is a very good example I could take up for this variation. Nowadays we are facing pandemic, okay, we are living in this condition of this pandemic situation. Why? Because see, I'm here also in front of you in the form of virtual way, okay. I mean, I'm giving lectures here in like this real classroom environment has been is not under. I mean, we are not able to go in the real classroom environment nowadays. So this is the way by which I'm teaching. Fine. Now we are surviving in this pandemic period. Okay, why this is happening? This is happening just because of the variation, good variations which are present in the human beings. Fine, that is why the see, while in the DNA I said all the informations are being placed. All the informations means whether structural information or any internal information regarding each and every organ, which gene is going to express the protein and which protein is going to give rise to the different machineries in the body. Okay, so it is all decided, it is all pre-decided, it is all pre-planned. Okay, as you go for the computer programming, you are studying in your computers. Similarly, computer programming is done in DNAs. This is so strange to understand. See, and this is such a I must say that it is just like a magic that this DNA contains the information of your life and death, life till death, I must say. We are born with this DNA, and this DNA is having the information that this particular gene is going to express and give rise to the different organs. Okay, suppose that a particular gene A is expressing the protein which is going to give rise to the eyes or ears. The particular gene is going to give rise to fingers, okay, internally stomach, heart, where it has to be placed. The fingers, the types of eyes, the types of ears, okay, the type of nose, the type of internal organs, whichever we are having. So all these information is stored where? It is already programmed in DNA. Now, together with the programming of the structural, that is already being inherited in the complete form of DNA from our parents. Fine. Similarly, there are certain genes, there are certain variations which has to be inherited. Suppose that certain genes are responsible for the immunity system also. Okay, for building up your immunities. That is also being engrailed in your DNA. Now, if the immunity of a particular person is strong, it is because of the many factors, and one of the factor might be this genetic level of the genes which are present, the genes which are inherited, the genes which are newly formed with the variations. Okay, so the good variation would be coming. Okay, now these variations could be this variations is because of the environmental changes. Now the next generation which would be coming after this situation, this critical situation which we are facing, I think certain changes in the DNAs would also take place. Okay, but it is not in a very in a smaller span of time. Children, please remember this leads to evolution. Actually, once this has to be evolved, the process is very slow. So in 1 or 2 years it is not going to be inherited. Okay, but slowly and gradually it is going to be inherited, children. Okay, so these variations are going to accumulate, then they are going to be inherited, but it takes long time. I just took this example to make you understand, but exactly this is not happening. Exactly, the variations are going to be copied in the next generation, but in a very slow manner. Okay, so this is going to take place. The evolution will definitely going to take place because of this variation, but it is going to take lots of years. Okay, so just make it very sure that the variations are to survive in the particular environment. Okay, so next, this is one of the importance, and it leads to evolution. This is the second importance. Third, it leads to the stability of the population. Okay, it helps in the stability of their niche. Okay, however, the niche can change because of the reason beyond the control of the organisms. Temperature on the earth can go up or down, water levels can vary, and there could be a meteorite hits. Okay, if you think about few more examples, if a population of reproducing organisms were suited to a particular niche, and if the niche was drastically altered means, see, a particular type of fruits come in the particular season, or the flowering happens in a particular season. Fine. For example, you eat watermelon in in which season? We eat watermelon in summer season. Okay, we always relate watermelon with the summer season. Okay, however, it is, we could get all these things in any season nowadays, but still, if we think of watermelon, we will always remember the summer season. So why this is happening in the summer season? This flowering, this fruiting is always taking place in the summer season because it belongs to the particular niche. Okay, it needs that niche, it needs that habitat for its living and for its survival, for the expression of that flowering gene, for the expression of that particular DNA. Okay, so this variation would be there, it would be present over there, and this niche, if it is changing continuously, so the we could so this variation is going to be disturbed, or the niche is, if it is disturbed, or if it is altered drastically, then it would also affect the type or the variations which are present in the DNA of a particular organism. Okay, however, if some variations were to be present in the few individuals in the population, there would be some chance for them to survive. Thus, if there were a population of bacteria living in the temperate water, and if the water temperature were to be increased by global warming, most of the bacteria would die. Okay, but few of the variant resistant of the heat would survive and grow further. Variation is thus useful for the survival of the species over a period of time. Okay, so this is the importance of variation, as it has been given over here. One example of bacteria which is living in the temperate water means it requires a moderate temperature. Okay, it requires a moderate temperature, as this example has been given over in your book. I'll just explain this. For example, so if the bacteria is there, okay, the bacteria is there. Now this bacteria variety, suppose that this is bacterial variety, some give it a name, it means A bacteria, named A. Okay, it is one bacteria. Now if this bacteria is there and it is ready to this is ready to survive in a particular condition, that is it requires the temperate water, temperate temperature, the low temperature it requires. Less temperature, it is written as it requires certain temperature or low temperature. Okay, this bacteria lives in low temperature. Now what happens due to global warming? Now because of global warming, the temperature would be high. The high temperature would be there. Now because of the high temperature, what would be the effect on this bacteria? The effect on this bacteria would be that this bacteria would be dying. Okay, so this bacteria would be dying. Fine. So this high, because of this high temperature, the bacteria is going to die. Okay, this will, as a result, it is going to die. Why this is going to die? Because it was able to survive only in the low temperature or in the temperate temperature. Then in the temperate region, then if the temperature was increased, okay, so it was not able to tolerate such a heating condition, such high temperature conditions. So what has happened? So all the strains of this bacteria would die. Okay, if this is dying, then what happens? If this is dying, but still some parts, some few bacteria would be living. Okay, so few bacteria would be living. Now why this would be living? This would be living just because they could tolerate such a high temperature. Okay, they could tolerate such a high temperature. So please remember that the variations are present. So they are able to express only when a particular habitat is coming, particular niche is coming, particular time comes, then only it is getting expressed. And because of which what happens, most of the bacteria were dead and few of them which were able to survive, they were living. Okay, so this is how they could tolerate this high temperature and would be surviving in that particular environment. So this was possible just because of the variation which was present in the bacteria. Okay, so this was all about the importance of variations in the organisms, and because of which it is able to survive in a particular environment, and all the environmental changes could be easily tolerable because of certain variations which are already present in those organisms, children. Okay, so this was the importance. It is important for the stability of population. It is important for maintaining the environment, to sustain in the environmental changes, to maintain their niche, to maintain their resistance. Okay, so all these are the importance of variations, and it is also important for each and every organisms, so that it would be different in some or the other way. Okay, so that was all about today's video, children. I will meet you all in the next video with the next topic to be discussed. That's all for today.